My name is Sterling, and I'm on location. After blazing a trail on foot, it was time to join up with some people who do it on wheels. The area around the small town of Oakridge, Oregon, is an epicenter of mountain biking with hundreds of miles of single-track riding throughout the Cascade Mountain Range. Multiple shuttle services have popped up to aid in the access of these trails, as well as several mountain biking clubs. So, over the weekend of the American Hiking Society's National Trails Day, I joined a couple of these local outfits for a barbecue, work party, and mountain bike excursion. After a hearty breakfast this morning, everyone's loading up, getting ready to go. I guess we should too. Time to plant our flag. Every year, the U.S. Forest Service partners with local groups like Goats and Disciples of Dirt, where mountain bike trails have been damaged over the winter, and they're going to fix them up. Let's go join them. Our power tools were limited, but Kevin Roll of the U.S. Forest Service introduced me to one of his primary trail building assistants.
So this is a CannyCom. It's basically a motorized wheelbarrow. It's kind of like a little miniature tank that hauls loads for us. So you push this over to that side to turn it on, and then just pull start it. It's in fourth gear. It's kind of like a lawnmower, so you can just push down on it, and then if you need to stop, you can just let go.
Great.
Turn it by locking one track or the other.
You bet.
Want to give it a try?
All right, let's go for a try. These are handy tools. They move themselves. Crew found a 400-pound boulder trying to rehome it. Better go help them. The CannyCom helped to deliver the boulder to this point, but the slope and angle proved too difficult to place it exactly where it needed to be. A group and I worked to maneuver it the last few feet into position. Having a good time. Not one to leave without participating in all the manual labor, I joined Kevin to assist with some good old-fashioned chainsawing.
Okay, so I'm going to cut 4 or 5 feet off of this log so that we can get this turn a little bit higher on the slope. And it might want to pinch my saw at some point, so if it does that, I'll give you the signal and you can put the wedge in and give it a couple taps.
You bet. I'll wedge it.
All right.
If left uncut, the trunk of this fallen tree would stick out too far into the bike path and be unsafe. Inserting a wedge guarantees that the log will remain in a particular position while being cut, making it an all-around safer and easier job. That'll do. And with that, it was time for the camera crew and I to head back to camp. So Clover Patch is this way, Tire Mountain's this way. The hike was several miles and gave me ample time to appreciate my surroundings and make some astute comments. Eyes up here. Good. I'll take my part. Some of these ferns sure are nice. Which of these are edible? Should be near lunchtime. Upon return, I harassed the various group leaders for a little more insight as to why we were all out here. We're here with Disciples of Dirt President Lee.
We come out here to build and maintain the local trail systems, and we donate about 3,000 hours of time annually. Our emphasis started as a social organization, and then we decided at a certain point, we need to be more involved in maintaining these wonderful systems of trails that we have around here. So during our history, we developed both social rides and parties and things like that, but then we became involved with land use managers like the Forest Service, Bureau of Land Management, and we said, hey, we love being able to be out here. We want to give back and make sure that we're well represented, doing everything from some basic rehab of the in-place trails to a major bridge building construction project.
Yeah, we had some great tools. Do you like that powered wheelbarrow better than a mule?
The CandyCom is fantastic. Yeah, it never stops. If it bucks you off, it's because you did something, not the mule freaking out, but mules are great too. And we can use them out here because this is a multi-use trail out here.
Good times.
Incredible what we can do. Yeah, we look like a bunch of dung beetles sometimes. Yeah, just
Powerful
rolling
ants.
things around and moving dirt. But we also, like you saw that CandyCom, the mechanized crawler, we also have specialized hand tools that you saw too. And trail work is very arduous. It's difficult, it's hard work, and you'll definitely feel the sting, but get the satisfaction at the end of the day. There's some other businesses here. Cog Wild is a shuttle tour. Oregon Adventures is here, and they're going to take people up to the top of Lawler, and you'll have a fantastic 6-7 mile downhill
That'll be awesome.
trail experience.
Hi, I'm Sterling. Who are you with?
I'm Derek. I'm with the Alpine Trail Crew Association.
What do you do here?
Volunteer trail steward. It's one of my favorite trails.
Good times.
Right.
So we're here at the end of Tire Mountain, and it ties into like Clover Patch.
From this end, it ties into, there's a little more Tire Mountain Trail behind the truck, and then it ties into Winberry Divide. The Clover Patch Trail is up a little farther up the road.
Yeah, we
then-
think we saw that. So I noticed your shirt, Dirt Mechanics. What do you do every day?
I actually build trail for a living, and that happened because of volunteer work. And my love for trails has turned into a job.
Well, that's fantastic. A lot of
Yeah.
people dream of putting their passion into a job that
Right.
can support themselves.
My high school classmates are envious.
And not just of your good looks.
Well, I've always had my best times on a bike. As a kid, you know, and for most kids, a bike is kind of freedom. It's your first way to pedal away from the house. And it's kind of the same thing out here in the woods. It's usually 9.9 times out of 10 by the time you get home, whatever it was that was bugging you is solved or gone.
Yeah, moved on.
Yeah, people travel from all over the world to come here and ride.
Yeah, I've heard that Oakridge is kind of a mountain bike mecca.
It's definitely a destination. You can spend multiple days here and still not ride everything.
So if someone wants to join you guys on these trails, where can they find more information?
I think in general, the first place to start is your local bike shop. Wherever you're at, I think the bike shop is your first point of reference.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many miles of trail are you responsible for?
So on the Middle Fork Ranger District, we have 680 miles of trail. I'm the trails manager here on the Middle Fork Ranger District, and I set aside some good trail work projects for this National Trails Day work party where Goats, Disciples of Dirt, and the Alpine Trail Crew Association came to help us with.
That's just a mouthful every time I've tried to say it. I also like backtracking the Middle Fork Ranger District in the Willamette National Forest in Oregon, United States, North America, Earth.
Yeah, it's a really big trail system. It's larger than the average ranger district. The ranger district itself is 760,000 acres, and we have about 680 miles of trail on that acreage. That includes motorized trail. That also includes wilderness trails. About 150 of those miles are wilderness trails, and about 120 of those miles are motorized trails for motorized vehicles only. So all of the rest of it is open to mountain bikes, hikers, and horses.
That's a lot of options compared to a couch. Over a snack and with a fresh outfit, I found my final subject overseeing the camp kitchen. Ben, how many hours do you expect a volunteer to put in a year?
Doesn't really matter if you come out and help just a little bit. I mean, we have little old ladies that make us cookies, and that's just fine with us.
And they still get swag.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how you think, oh, we have to do all this work, and you get a good crew together, and it's like you can move mountains.
Yeah.
You know,
How many miles or half miles have you guys worked on this Tire Mountain Trail?
well, who knows? Who's counting? We partner with the Forest Service every time we're on it. Oakridge is surrounded by the National Forest, so obviously the Willamette National Forest is our partner if we want to go work on trails.
Do you have like a number of how many trails you might have touched?
There's approximately 500 miles of trail on this ranger district, and there's probably about 5 different groups that work on trails. You can always do more with more, so boots on the ground.
It seemed to work out really good this weekend. Well, I think one of the things you can really do is go to your local bike shop to find other groups that you can start joining too. As it got later in the afternoon, there was just enough time to enjoy a mountain bike ride down the hill. Sadly, a hand injury just a few days before filming, even though I helped move a rock earlier, prevented me from joining in. But I got to see the pros do it, and that was the next best thing. Mountain biking requires endurance, core strength, balance, and self-reliance, and offers some of the most epic backdrops nature can offer. But perhaps the best part is, with practice, it's a sport nearly everyone can enjoy.